everyone, I'm Jason from Game-Rave.com, and it's time we talk humility. The internet is a pretty dastardly place to be in. While it's a great resource for information, when it's actually factual, there seems to be an overabundance of ego that one needs to swim through. YouTube is no exception. For every one video that actually provides valuable content, there's 100 more that are just people bragging about their collections or verbally degrading some random game, or copycat angry people ranting about nothing for no reason other than to just rant, and so on. Over the past 4 years, holy crap, it's been 4 years, I've tried my best to steer clear of those pitfalls in order to bring you awesome folks actual substance when it came to collecting and playing video games. After having had enough of all the negativity on this site, and I do mean YouTube, I figured now would be a great time to just talk about something that can never be improved upon: my gaming skills in regards to certain genres. I am not ashamed of these in any way, so come forth and listen to a tale of woe and suffering. Number 1, simulation sports games. Dear God, if you have never had the opportunity to be publicly shamed, intentional or not, due to your inability to be good at something, you really haven't lived. For my entire life, the majority of sports games and relative success in them have eluded me my whole life. I once struck out in kickball. When I tried out for the fast pitch baseball, the two coaches literally did not even look at me. The only sport I've ever been good at is bowling, and that may just be because nachos and beer are allowed on the field. Simulation sports games are no different. I'll punt on first down, I'll only use one player in a basketball game, I'll shank a golf ball so many times unintentionally that the game just auto-completes the round and forces me into the next hole. In my quest to play and review every PlayStation game for Game-Rave.com, this means I'm going to have to actually try and figure out how to at least not completely suck. If my losing season in Madden is any indication, I'm in for a very, very long and painful journey. Number 2, real-time strategy games. I'm amazing in turn-based games. Advance Wars, Final Fantasy Tactics, Vandal Hearts, and so on, I rock them. Once you remove that turn-based part of it, and I am a dead man walking. I have tried so many times, Command & Conquer, StarCraft, Halo Wars. No matter what group of little troopers I was supposed to be commandeering, the same thing happened. I was either wiped off the face of the map at my own base, or I would just lose all my squads trying to send them in at once, damning the consequences. My first interaction with StarCraft was in college, and after starting my first game against another human, before I had figured out what the keys were, I had a nuke dropped on me and died. Never played it again. On the PC. I actually did find some solace in the N64 version, and really enjoyed that one, but after about 4 stages, I was once again just endless cannon fodder. Being able to use the controller helped a bit, but I don't think my brain can process that much ground war that fast. Number 3, collectible card games. I remember walking into the media office of my college to start looking over some edits for our poetry magazine when I noticed 2 of my classmates at a table playing this bizarre-looking form of poker. What I was actually looking at was them in the middle of a Magic the Gathering scenario. Upside-down cards, pennies, sideways cards, tapping this card and flipping that card. It was so damn confusing to me. While I never got the hang of it in real life, in the gaming universe, it's even worse. After all this time, the only card game I've been able to play successfully is Monster Rancher Card Bell, and I think it's just because of how simplified it is compared to every other card game. And don't even get me started on Pokemon. Number 4, simulation racers. Gran Turismo 2? F1 racing games are nightmare fuel to me. Simulation racers are not only a sore spot to my gaming abilities, they're like my kryptonite. I love arcade racing games. Ridge Racer, Rage Racer, Mario Kart, Crash Team Racing, Burnout, Split Second. You could not pry the controller away from me and I would ace every damn one of them. But the second you make me have to slow down for a turn, or figure out wind resistance on my spoiler, or worse, force me to use manual transmission, all hope is lost. I've dented more cars in simulation racing games than Michael Bay has in his films, and I'm including Transformers. I think part of the problem is that it seems to be boring to me. Having to earn a license in Gran Turismo? Are you kidding? Having to fine-tune a car to figure out the best gear ratio and tire style and... Last but not least, dancing games. I am a klutz. Let's not mince words here. There is no other way to say it. I am a huge klutz. I walk into walls, I trip over oxygen, I keep banging my elbow on the same damn door frame in the condo on a weekly basis. And now you want me to start coordinating my feet to on-screen movements? Surely you jest. My first real encounter with dancing games was, of course, Dance Dance Revolution. Number 1, actually. I'm old. When I ran the game room for Anime Central back in 2000, we were able to secure a machine to use in the room. Choosing the first song on the easiest difficulty, I literally, and I mean literally, fell off the machine on the 3rd or 5th step. And by fall, I mean flat on my face. This situation didn't really help my ego when hours later during the con, I watched someone do double pads back to the screen and do the entire song perfectly. The best part of that situation is that the gamer did it again, and on the second run, when she lost her timing, someone yelled out, "You're off 1 step!" And without looking at the screen, she paused, went like this, and then started doing the game perfectly again. What? I'll just stick to using my hands on the dance pads, like how I played World Class Track Meet on the NES as a kid. Alright guys, that wraps up this video. While I'm sure my friends could point out more games I'm terrible at, oh, would you stop? I'd rather hear what games and genres you guys and gals are terrible at. Share your horror stories below, no matter how shameful or how terrible they may be. We're all human after all. With that, I will see you all next week, and as always, play, laugh, love. Take care.